What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hoops Talk with Dave's Joint. This is episode 5, and now we're here with CJ Riley. CJ, thank you for coming on and talk to me today.
No problem.
So, my first question is, what motivates you to be successful in the game of basketball?
Just to know that with a basketball, with the sport that I love, I can take my family anywhere I want to take them. I can move them out of, not poverty. I'm not going to say poverty, but we'll be more financially stable than we already are.
How long have you been playing basketball?
Started playing basketball around 3rd, 4th grade. Started taking it very serious around 5th grade.
All right. So basically, you're from Marble Hill, right?
Yes.
So talk about, being from the Marble Hill section of the Bronx, and what's the basketball culture like over there?
I was born over there. It's not too many basketball players over there. Usually the basketball players was across the bridge in Dyckman.
Mm-hmm.
I was born over there. I used to go outside, but my dad and my mom, they usually kept me away from that. I was usually inside the gym, but one of my best friends, my child friend, RJ Green, me and him, we usually were in the gym. We would go to the park and shoot around sometimes, but I never really went outside. I never really hung over there a lot. All I remember is just basketball. Everywhere I went was always so big because I always enforced it on my peers. I never wanted to be the one who followed anybody else, so I enforced basketball a lot with anybody that I really hung with.
All right. So, you have a famous cousin, Jarrett Lockhart. What kind of tips does he give you?
Nah, that's my uncle. But
your uncle, Jarrett Lockhart. He played at Mount St. Michael, played in the Big East. Talk to him about any advice that he usually gives you whenever you see him.
Just stay on the right path. Don't try to go off what you want to do. If you want to play basketball, stick to basketball. Don't try to do everything else that everybody else is doing because they're doing it and you think it's cool. Also, just work on my game every single day because it's quarantine. And in other states, for example, like Florida, how they let basketball be an essential job, people are working out there right now. But I'm in the house because we don't got gyms open yet. Mm-hmm. So every time that I'm not working, it might be somebody out there working.
Mm-hmm.
I have the chance to work out, and I can work out. I take advantage of it all the time because I see where he went with basketball. Also, my uncle Kareem Reid, I see where he went with basketball. So it's they're major names in New York City, and they're I said they're major names in New York City, and they're New York City legends. So
right, absolutely. All right. So basically, what's one place that you like to play at? One specific place.
My most specific place to play at, Dyckman.
Why do you like Dayton?
Just the energy that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is cheering. All the pressure's on when you guarding somebody, when they guarding you. The buckets, the oohs, the ahs. But at the same time, it's so fun because at the end of the day, after the game, the person you was just playing against is still your mans after the game. But it's just so fun to go up against your friends and things like that. So, and Dyckman is fun. The energy, the culture is different. You got your ching on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to turn up. It's the jungle. You got to be ready for that. You can't just jump into Dyckman and think you're going to kill.
Mm-hmm. So talk about playing for New Heights. You know what I'm saying? How long have you been with them, and what are some things that they've done for you? So I see you wearing the shirt and all that. Just tell me about the impact New Heights has had on your life.
With New Heights, I started playing. That was my first AU team ever. I started playing New Heights grade. I couldn't go left. I couldn't do a lot of things. There was a lot of flaws in my game. But even though that they were a top New York team, they didn't let my flaws mess up what they wanted to do with me. So they worked with me. They made me better. Around 7th grade, I left them and I went to Riverside, Coach Danny. And on that team, it just gave me a little more shots and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, New Heights was always my home. So I came back to New Heights. One thing New Heights always did for me too, I feel like it's the best program. because they don't only supply you with straight gym and the alums who are very good and stuff like that. They still supply you with academics. You need help, you can always call Coach Adam Berkowitz, Coach Shapiro. Hey, what's up, Coach? Can you give me an academic person to help me, a tutor or something like that? And they'll definitely automatically, it's no doubt in their mind, no second thoughts. And you get the help academically if you really need it. So I also look at it on an academic standpoint. I don't just see what they offer basketball wise.
So talk about, the strengths and weaknesses in your game.
I feel like one of my strengths is I can see the floor very good. But at times it's just, if I go out and I'm playing, it's also a confidence thing with me still. If I'm shooting and I'm missing, I don't want to keep shooting. I feel like if I'm missing, I can do something else in the game to help my team other than score. And that's what a lot of players need to learn how to do. But that's what I just started learning this year, because it was times this year with wings that I had bad shooting nights, but it was different ways in the game that I could have impacted the game to win certain games, and I didn't do that. So that's why we took some losses. But another good thing about my game would probably be I'm very aggressive. I'm slowly becoming into a dog, as in I like playing defense now, way more. Defense is very, it's fun to me just to know that I can sit down 94 feet and guard somebody, guard another guard, and he won't go out 30 or 25, something like that. That's definitely what I like now. Also, I like just going at it. I don't like just playing against these teams who wings. Oh, we play against this team. We know we're gonna beat them. Oh, let's go soft. Nah, we're gonna go up and know that wings is different. Especially the name that we hold with the names on our jerseys. They know who we are in New York, so they coming for us. Coming out next every single game.
So talk about, you first started out high school at Cardinal Hayes. You were one of the contributors to them winning the freshman city championship. Talk about that season.
That season was fun. I feel like with that team, the reason why we got so far, what we did, was because, once again, everything comes before basketball. The chemistry has to come before basketball before you get chemistry on the court, and that's how we were off the court. We had a big Toby Awaka. He was actually third team CHSAA this year as a sophomore. He was coming from upstate every day, and we just all worked together to make him feel like he was home. He wasn't used to the big city, all that stuff, but we didn't care about that. We still treated him like Hayes, the Bronx was his home. He got used to it, and now y'all see what type of play he is. He's one of the most underrated sophomores in New York. But everybody on the team just had great chemistry off the court. We would play, fight, nothing ever got serious out of hand. Practice, we would always laugh, we would have fun, but we all knew when to get serious, when it needed to be that time to get serious. And that led us to undefeated season. A lot of times we won games that we were down by a lot. I remember we was down to St. Ray's and Coach Rose about 18 points in the third quarter. We came back and won in the fourth quarter because just that chemistry we had, and we never let nothing bring us down. And as a leader, I always said, it's basketball. If you mad playing basketball, if you got to be sad playing basketball, nah, have fun. You down by 18, have fun getting the lead back. Smile. You hit a three. If you need your little celebration for a second, yeah, but make sure you in that man's face when he got the ball in his hand. But it was mostly chemistry off the court that made it like that.
Now, you then moved on to wings. Talk about, the transition from Catholic school to public school.
Well, going from Catholic school to public school, I don't really speak about it too much because it was freshman compared to varsity. But only thing that I could definitely say is the physical game. Physical part of the game was very different. People in public school league would tap you, try to get in your head and stuff like that. Catholic school, not really. They didn't really try to get in your head. They just play regular basketball. Also, with public school, you have to have a little more sets. It's not really more of a running gun game. Got to have a little more sets to run. In transition, you have to have a transition play to run because everybody plays defense. In Catholic school, you can run a gun, come off a screen, you might come wide open off a fast break. It's different. But both leagues are very challenging because you may think, oh, I play Stepanak on Monday, RJ Davis, UNC commit. But yes, RJ's definitely talented. But then in PSAL, you say, oh, I don't know this kid. We play against him Wednesday. But he's going to play with the most heart that you ever seen before. He's going to get in your face. He's going to get in your jersey. He's going to attack you, throw probably an elbow. He might get a tech just to show you, like, that's his energy. So, like, games is different.
Mm. So talk about, your 10th grade season, your sophomore season, I should say. How, like, was that like a learning experience for you?
Just transitioning from not even Catholic to public school, transitioning from getting used to the system. Because once again, like I said, it was mostly run and gun at Hayes. When I got to wings, I found out sometimes you have to slow down the game and pace the game at your pace, because everything can't be one motion or one speed. You have to be very deceptive with everything. You got to slow down on certain plays, run a play. So I feel like I started off very slow, but I started picking it up when I got used to it. Coach Billy would have me in the gym. We worked out every single day after school. It was barely days off, so we'd be in the gym every day. And we would just work. Everybody would work. And that just got me better. My teammates, they didn't care about nights. When I would have a 15-point night, they'd be like, yes, next thing I might have 6 points. They won't be like, oh, come on, bro, you're inconsistent. Nah. Just be like, yo, don't worry about it. You're sophomore, happens. You're fine. But when it playoff time, I feel like my game just improved way more, because playoff time I had way more confidence. I feel like we had a couple wins during the season, and also when we lost to Brooklyn Collegiate in the playoffs, I feel like we had those W's, but we can't take nothing back. We just got to see how it goes this year.
Now, how tough has COVID-19 been for you?
It's been tough. I went the first probably 2-3 weeks not working out at all. But my coach from middle school, he actually found the gym for me that I could work out in with him. And I started working out in there. My body would be sore every day. But I'd be like, hey, coach, I need a day off because my body's too sore.
Right.
Like, get used to it. You don't need that day off. You don't need it. You want it. He said, come back to the gym. You don't have to shoot the ball or run, do something, keep your body in motion so you can get used to it. I'm like, all right, no problem. And that's what I continue to do. It started off like very bad for me. I was going to sleep late, trying to play games, still doing my homework and stuff, getting it done, definitely staying up on top of my grades. But it was just like basketball-wise, I wasn't doing nothing, probably push-ups or sit-ups. But now I actually be in the gym every single day.
So basically, I know you missing AAU right now, but then again, you're only a sophomore, so you have time. But like, how has it been not having AAU?
Not having AAU back a little bit, because I felt like this AAU season would be the AAU season that I start getting offers. Being that I have way more confidence in my game. I feel like I fixed a couple flaws that I had last year in my game. But at the same time, the offers will come. I'm not rushing nothing. I feel like this year is going to be a very big year for me. But only my game could show that. But other than that, I just feel like AAU would have been very fun. I would have bonded with more teammates. I just like being around my teammates, to be honest. Playing with New Heights, we're a family. We're not just a team. We speak other than, like, off-season we speak. We still have Zoom calls to this day without AAU. We work out on speak. We go through meditation, like, skills, different things. So it's a family. I like being around them a lot.
Now, would you like for there to be at least a little bit of an AAU season in August, if you guys could have it?
Yeah, I would love it. Definitely. And that's just even more time to work.
So what's the first thing you're gonna do when the parks open back up? When everything, like, you don't have to do social distancing no more. What's CJ Riley gonna do when everything opens up again?
First thing I'm probably gonna visit a barber. Other than visiting the barber, just work out. I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
School's still not gonna open, so I can't say go back to school. So I'm gonna just be working out every single day. And at least the gyms are more accessible, being that it won't be any more social distancing. Definitely working out. My father, see if my Uncle Jarrett will come to New York. He'll take a flight out here. We'll work out with him.
So, final question. What's next in the future for Jarrett? Let me rephrase that. Final question. What's next in the future for CJ Riley?
We just going. I'm gonna just get better, to be honest. I'm gonna work on all aspects of my game. I still want to hit a growth spurt, get a little bit taller. But I'm not changing my game, but I'm just gonna improve on it every single way. Jump shot, aggressiveness, going to the basket. Want to get a little more bouncy. I just want to work on every aspect. Play more defense. I know this defense leads to a lot of layups and buckets. Also leads to a lot of just points in general, passing it to my teammates off of steal, different things like that. So I just feel like it's gonna be a big year coming up. Everybody gonna see that.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, CJ, for coming on to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I wish you nothing but success in the near future. And I'm definitely going to be watching you, especially when you play Eagle Academy.
All right, no problem.
All right, man. So this is episode 5, everybody. Thank you for watching. Look forward to episode 6. Holla at us later.